but not about the meaning of Pesach, but the meaning of Leil Seder. What we are doing, what's the idea of Leil Seder? You know, Leil Seder is when you celebrate at night. We celebrate the exile from Egypt, and we read Agadah. Agadat Pesach. It's like a story of what happened in this time. But really, it's only like external vision or external how it's a appearance of Agdat Pesach, and there are all kind of halachot, mitzvot, what we have to do, then what we're supposed to do, what we shouldn't do, and all kind of things like. All of you were already right in Leil Seder. You saw it. You know what it is? No, you never saw it. Part of you saw it, part not. Shalom.
You never started. No. I've never been to. Okay. Oh.
So we'll try to understand.
Yeah.
Those that even saw that, they not always we are aware what's the meaning of what happened in Leil Seder, and today we'll talk about the meaning of all that. You should know that you probably know that there are 15 steps of this Leil Seder. 15 סימנים. Kadesh, Urchatz, Karpas, Yachatz, Magid, Rachatza, Mutzi, Matzah, all that, 15 steps. And we'll try to now how, as much as we can have time, we can try to understand what's the meaning of those steps, and what's the idea, and what we mean. We'll start why 15 and not 14 and not 16. Why are in this Leil Seder 15 steps? It's because it was in the temple, there were two levels. Level where all people stand, and where stairs that goes into like a temple itself. It was in a yard before temple. In this yard, it was how say mizbeach in outer. It was an outer when they make sacrifice, all those things, like animals, and it was another level. It was already building, not in the yard. In this building, it was inside in temple. There were like a menorah and other like other things. From yard to the temple, there were 15 levels, 15 steps. And again, we can ask why it's 15 and not 14, not 16. It's David HaMelech. He planned together with Shmuel. They planned how it's like they were architects of this temple. The first temple built Shlomo. Second temple built the other people in the Horus. He finished. But who planned this temple? It was David, King David, with a prophet. By prophecy, they decided that there will be 15 levels. Why 15 again? Because 15 in Hebrew, it's name of the God. Yah. Yud Hey. 15. And what does it mean that we step by name of God? It means that we not just technically step on some steps and stand on steps and we go into this building. It's not, because they could make the yard and the building in the same level. It's not because there were conditions of ground. No, they wanted that there will be two levels. You know that you leave some level of your life, of your perception, and you get another level. And it's not you just jump there. It's step by step. And that is 15 levels. And when temple was built, Kohanim, when they get into the temple, they not just walk on those steps. They climb up. No, they all of them, they stood on this first step, and they said Shira Ma'alot. Shira Ma'alot, it's like a psalm of David, and from his 150 Shira Ma'alot that he have in psalm, there are 150 chapters, like you say. There are 15 psalms that their name a song of step. Shira Ma'alot in Hebrew. You've heard this expression, Shira Ma'alot. What does it mean, Ma'alot?
Stairs.
Stairs.
To go up.
Up, yeah. Ma'alot. Shira Ma'alot. You get on the stair, you stay there, and you try to be aware of this first level that you reached, and second level, third level, fourth level, and this and all that. Really, what happened? It's it also they said this Shira Ma'alot first, Shira Ma'alot. Then they climb up second level, and they say again Shira Ma'alot second, and all that. So generally, Leila Seder constructed like a build was planned, that it was like a process of what you became, be yourself really. This is the freedom. Freedom, it's not that you just get rid of slavery or some master. Freedom, it's when you revealed your inner self, your soul. This is your freedom. Freedom that is not something that you can do everything that you want, because it's not you will do everything that you want. It's your that animal in front of you. He will want to do everything that you want. But we believe that that your God's image, when you define yourself with your God image, this is your freedom. And there are 15 levels or steps to be aware of your freedom, of your goddess, that you belong to infinity. And that was the idea of temple, and that is the idea of Leila Seder. And we'll try now, I'll show you just a little bit what Rav Kook explained each level, what's the meaning of this level. We'll try to understand what it means. First step, it calls Kadesh. There are Kadesh, Urchatz, Karpas, Echas, and Kadesh. What does it mean Kadesh? It's when you make in Leil Seder, you make Kiddush. Kiddush like in each Shabbos. But what's the idea of Kiddush? It's different than Shabbat. In Shabbat, you make Kiddush. This is Kadesh. It's like a commandment. You have to do. Kadesh. Kadesh, it means that this is your mission in your life. You supposed to make this world kadosh. What we are doing here? What's our purpose? What's the idea? What we want here in this world? What we should do in this world? We want to elevate the world. We want to make this world be holy, and to make the life, world, reality. Today it's not holy, and you should know this is your first step to be Jewish, to be free, to be right. Is that you know what's your purpose here, what you're doing here in this world. You live, you survive, you know how to struggle, you how to earn money, or to earn to collect a lot of knowledge. What you are doing here in this world, who are you, what you are doing here, and you should know. This is the first the statement. You are here in order to transform this world from reality to holiness. You are like a Kohen. Kohen, it's that you are no, we don't say Kohen, we say it differently. You are like I don't know how to say really this. It's like a shaliach, but it's not that someone that you shaliach that you. Yeah, it's not like ambassador. It's not like that you send someone, but you live your life not.
Representative.
When you have some mission in your life.
Purpose.
How to say?
Purpose.
Purpose? You mean? Purpose. It's not just purpose. Purpose is some meaning that you live for, but you have some mission. You are active. That is the idea. That's you hear. It's some. It's like in Chabad. Chabad they call shaliach. What they're doing in Connecticut or some in Oklahoma? What he's doing there? He's living there, he makes there his career, he collect money for Chabad. What he is doing there? He has mission, he is shaliach, he want to fix the world, he want to change reality. That is what he's doing there. It's not just, okay, he's live like most of the people in this world. Pay attention. Majority of the people, 99%, except of Jews and Chabad, and they're people that what they're doing in their life. They live their life. And there are people that they not just live their life. They transform. They change the world. That is their idea, to change the world. And how say?
To influence.
Yes. Yes. I would say even stronger, even more transform. It's transformation. They are transformers. There they are. Mm-hmm. And that is the first step of your liberation, because this is the day Pesach. It's a day of our liberation. It's Yat Mitzrayim. Mitzrayim in Hebrew, it's a border. It's not Egypt. We didn't come out of Egypt. We come out of Mitzrayim.
It's a limitation.
Limitation. In Hebrew word, Meitzarim, Meitzar, there is Gvul. It's not one word of the word of a border. It's a Gvul. Another synonym, yes, of this border, it's Meitzar. Meitzarim, Meitzar karati ya, anani b'merchav ya. Meitzar, it's limitations. Limitation, yes. If you translate this word Egypt, Mitzrayim, in Hebrew, it's limitation. So the first, so what's the idea of Pesach? It's that you liberation from your limitation. And how you start this liberation from this awareness of that you are here not just you're not traveling in this world. You're not like a tourist here. You are transformer. You work. You do something. You michahen. It's a Kadesh. Kadesh. Don't live, but be active. Kadesh. Second step, it calls urchatz. Urchatz, it's like it's to wash the hand. You remember probably in Leil Seder, you say first Kadesh, make Kiddush, then you go and you make Netilat Yadayim without bracha, and you not. It's not for lechem, but so what the meaning of urchatz? It calls urchatz. Urchatz, it means to make clean, to make clean. But what the meaning of cleaning? The meaning is that it's that you have to do all your mission with clean hands. I don't know if you say in English like this expression. In Hebrew there is expression bayadayim nekiyot. If you you make your business with clean hands. Do you say in English also like this expression?
Yeah.
Yes. So
my hands are clean.
My hands are clean, exactly, yeah. My hand is clean. So what it means? It means that sometimes people, they are so identified themselves with their mission. They are so full of idea to change the world that they can allow themselves to do that good things by bad methods. So they can think that because I have such a great idea, I am allowed to be immoral, for example, to steal, or to steal money and to give this money for yeshiva. So this second step say, yes, you should be like shaliach, you should kadesh, but you must to do that with clean hands. You must to do to stay moral. And it's like for us it's obvious, right? But if you think, a lot of people can make this mistake. They can think, but I'm do such important thing, so I can do everything. What for this in sake of such a great goal. And for example, there are cultures that they say yes, it's okay. It's for example in England. In England, they have their hero, Robin Hood.
The righteous.
Yeah, who is Robin Hood? He is a robber that he gave his this money for poor people. So he became like a ideal, like a hero. They appreciate him. Yeah, and this is yeah.
It's a flawed concept, you're saying.
Concept. Pardon?
You're saying it's a flawed concept.
Yes.
But I agree strongly with you when people start saying that there's an expression in English that the ends justifies the means. That's a huge red flag.
Exactly.
But surely, in the case of Robin Hood, isn't there a point if people are, look, when I was a child, it's a complicated story, but we had no food. And when you're a child, you can't get a job legally. You're not allowed to. So sometimes I stole food.
Mm-hmm.
Should I just starve to death?
No. In this situation, it's even morality which said to you, you should steal. It's part of morality.
Yeah.
Because it's when there is question of life and death, it's different laws.
Right.
But Robin Hood, he didn't do that in order to save life of someone.
But the philosophy of Robin Hood should not be applied to all cases.
Robin Hood was just a good socialist.
He was what?
He was a good socialist. Taking people's money, people who worked hard for that money, and giving it away to people who did nothing for it.
Explain to me how Prince John worked hard for his money.
He was the prince. He said, "Give me your money."
Oh, okay.
What's his job?
It's his job, exactly. Different times.
You did the Robin Hood stories?
I know a little here and there. Okay. The cartoon characters explain a lot.
Yeah, this is the idea of it's this expression ends a justified means. This expression of Romans, it's not Jewish approach, it's Roman approach. And in order to get rid of this conception, we say urchatz. And pay attention that it's only one. It's all like all science in this in Agdat Pesach. Kadesh, Urchatz, Karpatz, Yechatz. There is no u. They connect together. Say Kadesh, Urchatz. It's impossible to make world good or better with dirty hands. You cannot explode yourself in bus because you are revolt against of evil and all that. You cannot kill people because you think that you are right, like terrorists do. Terrorists, they say this expression and a justified means because they think that this is the right way to do. And a lot of evil people, they they justify themselves by those expressions. So that's why in second step we say no, you shouldn't do that. Clean your hands. Be moral. It's better than to be right.
Then what about all the things in the world that we benefit from that were done in ways that were made with 30 hands? Which is like, I mean, what was not made with 30 hands?
What do you mean? I don't know what
I mean,
it.
you could look at so many different things that were created that we benefit from that maybe we didn't do, right? But maybe someone before us did, and then we end up benefiting from it. And I'm just wondering how that whole thing plays into it.
Like unethical products or something?
Yeah, like anything, like so let's think, like the state of America. I don't know. You're not from America, I take it. But like I'm from America. I was born in America, and I was raised in like Akron, Ohio, which was a couple hundred years before I was there, like a Native American place. And then like English people came in and pretty much genocided a bunch of
I know.
And then
I know.
Now I'm living there.
I understand. Yes, it's very. Listen, it's very good question. Very good. But the problem is that we cannot.
Like, did I inherit 30 hands?
Yeah. I understand what you mean. Yeah, I understand. Listen, I just want to say that we cannot talk about that now because it's a long question. It's a long story, and we should deep problem. But just like in quotes, I will say you. It's a lot of liberal brainwashed. They say, "Oh yes, you live in a place of Indians, and you kill them, you genocide." All this.
But the Romans did the same to us.
Just.
I'm just saying for sake of argument.
I understand, and that's why I don't want to be in this argument because it's not our topic. But in aside, I will tell you. How is it? Not inside. בסוגריים, I will say you. How say? How say? In practice.
Brackets.
Brackets.
Это в штуке как вот так, эти. Знаешь.
Again, what did it say?
A sideway.
A sideway. Thank you. I will say the sideway. It's a lot. It's a lot of lies. I don't think that people that they live 20 people that all America belong to them, or 20,000. That all America belonged to them. Why? Because they were there before. Maybe it was they belonged to sheep or deers. They lived there before. There is no end. It's like I don't think that it's moral that somebody will live in a huge place because he was born there. It's not his. And the white people that they came in America, they didn't want to kill them. They didn't come in order to kill them. They say, let's be fair. Let's live together. They didn't.
The early ones, especially as you get out west, that's exactly why they went there.
No, they were genocidal, man.
They were genocidal. That's
Genocidal.
the railroads.
They were. If that's justified, what the Romans did was justified.
Just a moment. It's a different.
I'm sorry, but they have to be consistent.
The bottom line, the second step is orchatz, the washing of the hands.
No. I want to finish this topic. You should, listen. You hear these stories from school that liberal people teach you these lies. Don't believe. It wasn't any state. Like the Romans say, it was state of Israel here. They came and they occupied state. Just a moment. It was a state. Here it was state, and we have king, and they occupied independent state. It's not the same. You came to some place, there were people, but they didn't live as this people like a normal state.
They had an organized
Many
society.
did. Many did. In fact, the U.S. Constitution is based on the Iroquois Charter.
Yes,
Matter of
it's
fact, the historical kingdoms of Israel and
I'm
Judea
not so
were not
sure
modern-day
about that.
Westphalian nation states. They were
Listen,
backwater
largely
kingdoms.
okay,
Only in the
I
19th
don't
century
think
did
so.
modern-day nation states
I
actually come
guess
about.
the point is that even if other people,
But
in
you're
the
certainly
past
not
have
arguing
created
that they
so
didn't
much.
have nations or they didn't have.
nobody comes
It's
there.
not just a bunch of people. who
Came an
are
American
randomly
discussion,
living.
right?
The Indians of
Yeah, big deal.
Manhattan. There was one tribe of Manhattan that sold the
Let's not
European.
even talk Manhattan. It was they probably
So,
got a
right.
better
Okay,
deal.
okay,
than
okay,
probably
okay.
that.
I think what you were trying to
Back to
say
topic.
was that
Back to topic.
There was one tribe.
gaining the land wasn't the problem. It's how they got the land from the.
Okay,
No,
let me
no,
give
no,
you
no,
one
no,
example. In Manhattan, there was one Indian tribe that sold the island of Manhattan to Europeans that came over. They didn't even own the land. Europeans had to the ones that came over had to repurchase the land from another tribe.
Because their indigenous way of life
It was
is
a
that they
lease.
don't own the land, they
It was a
belong to
lease.
the
It wasn't
land.
a sale,
In
it
a
was a
similar way
lease.
to how
No,
we don't own the
it
land.
was a
Hashem owns the land, and we're the stewards of the land.
it's not so simple.
When you talk,
You should-
expect people to listen.
We should know. It's not simple. Yes, they came and they occupied and they genocide and all that. It's not the story. The story much more complicated and much. It's difficult. It's not easy
Certainly,
to.
but to say that there weren't nations, that there weren't people who had specific lands, or
No, maybe
that's
there
not
are.
true
Maybe
either.
maybe there were some play something, but in general, it's not. I don't think that this is a right that will leave some tribe with 100 people and they honor and they decided that they are honor of all America. Why? Because they were here before, and maybe they came. There was somebody before. You know, it's a morality in a connection between nations. It's not such an easy thing. It's not. But listen, I have to stop in already 2 minutes ago, and I will go, and you will stay, so you can talk.
So it's
But
only
we have no time. We have no time for that, for discussion. And it's not simple. It's not easy story. I'm talking about something that it's easy. It's something immoral to steal, to do all things. And this second step said to us, don't do it with idea that end a justified means. It's not. And that's why in Judaism, if you have to do some mitzvah by making a transgression, you shouldn't do. You are free. Don't make any mitzvot. If you have to hurt someone, to do something to someone, something bad, in order to make mitzvah, no, you are free from this mitzvah. The main condition of your good influence in this world is that you make this your influation and this transformation of this world and changing the world, not by like Robespierre did in the French Revolution, and the Russian Trotsky and Lenin and Stalin. They said it's for good, and they go and they kill some millions of people because they believe in their idea. We shouldn't do that. Kadesh urchatz. Now we can ask, but we did had wars here, but it's different. It's different story, and if you want, I can give you all lesson about the morality of Jewish war here in the time when we came to Israel. There is it's just a moment. It's very moral. If you think about it, if you read about it, you will know everything was here very moral, and Jews never killed people here. But but the problem is that we read Tanakh without explanation. It's sometimes we did something bad. We kill people in order to conquer their country. It's not true. you should know how it was and this. It's all story. Maybe I should give you whole lessons only about that, because sometimes we have feeling that we are like those white people that they came to and make genocide to Indians. We have sometimes this feeling. It's not true. It's Jewish, one of the main Jewish principles, that we don't want to do anything good, in quotes, by bad. It's have to be good by good.
Right.
And those questions that we have, this it wasn't in history, it was that, it's in different lessons. I will explain you if you want. But we should know that we have in our history nothing bad that we did, never. In Tanakh, I mean. Yeah? Like someone that he fight and kill some Nazi, he did something bad? No, he did good, by good. I'm talking about good. Not. We had a lot of like bad characters in Judaism. Of course, we were a lot, and was their transgression. It was something bad that we against of that. I'm talking about what Judaism emphasizes. You say, as we say that it's good. It's always was with clean hands.
Why don't we
And-
read first then?
Pardon?
Why doesn't Orchatz come first and
It's a good question. We have no time, but question is very good, because the hour.
time, we'll stay.
No, I have to. No, I want. You have break before lessons, but and also open the windows if you have between lessons. Open windows and make this like. Some spirit, Holy Spirit, but it's also one of the big mistakes. This is a leftist way to make Rchatz and then make Kadesh, and they say no, we make Kadesh, but it's like it's a condition. It's not a goal. They make from Urchatz goal, aim. You understand? This is a difference. But we have to stop, I'm sorry. And people to talk, let's talk outside.